This is WPTV Treasure Coast News.
Spring training is finally here, the games to look forward to and how to get tickets, and your first look at the first day of spring training. And gas prices are finally going down, but by how much on the Treasure Coast, and where can you score the best deal? Coming up ahead. Well, good evening and welcome to Treasure Coast News on WPTV News Channel 5. Each Saturday here at 7 p.m. you can join us for dedicated coverage of stories and issues in and around the Treasure Coast. That's from Stuart all the way up to Sebastian. Today, you see, we are live at Clover Park in Port St. Lucie, where tomorrow the Mets will take on the St. Louis Cardinals, something a lot of baseball fans have been looking forward to. But first, the first day of spring training was this past week. It was all smiles, as you can imagine, as tickets went on sale for spring training baseball. The season was delayed, as you might remember, by the lockout, but players are finally back on the field and fans are back in the stands. WPTV News Channel 5's John Shainman was there when the box office opened.
Arriving from Panama City 2 hours before the ticket windows opened Monday, Tony Super was first in line.
Been a lifelong Mets fan since 67.
A super fan, if you will, and he wasn't alone. Retired New York police officer Bill Patterson has made Mets spring training a part of his life down here for 28 years.
Luckily, I was able to get my first choice right on first base, the first two seats next to the dugout.
Hundreds of fans spread out across the Clover Park complex to catch a glimpse of the ball players. Christopher Bonham came down for the week from Maryland and initially had tickets for 2 games that were already canceled, but that didn't dampen his enthusiasm now that baseball is back.
Spring break, and I figured this would be the best place to spend it. You get to watch the Mets. It's nice Florida weather.
I had a chance to ask New York Mets ace Jacob deGrom about finally being in Port St. Lucie.
You guys are here now. What does that mean?
Yeah, that means a lot. You know, you see all the exciting signs and the moves that the team's making, and then to get down here and see everybody and get things going, that's when it gets really exciting. You know, you see it and you're excited when it happens, but meeting the guys and getting out there on the field with them, that's when it really starts to feel real.
The excitement extends outside the ballpark boundaries to local businesses like Tailgaters that had brought in extra staff.
Baseball brings a ton of business to all of the area. And we're already seeing a difference just from them saying that the games are back on.
2 for Sundays.
Both Tony and Bill got their tickets and can't wait to get back in the stands.
Very optimistic. A lot of improvements at key positions, a couple trades, and still not done.
Living the dream in Florida, and baseball in Florida is a dream.
The Mets' first official spring home game will be tomorrow on Sunday. In Port St. Lucie, John Shainman, WPTV, Treasure Coast News.
And the start of spring training means a home run for local businesses here on the Treasure Coast. A lot of businesses near Clover Park were worried about striking out this year due to the lockout. But with baseball back, the impact goes beyond home plate. St. Lucie County leaders say each home game brings in $6,000 to the local economy. Some businesses have already started to see an uptick in revenue before games have even started. This year, the Mets will host 8 home games, including tomorrow's game. The Mets will also face the Miami Marlins, the Houston Astros, and the Washington Nationals. Well, fuel frustration is still high as the average cost of gas remains over $4 a gallon, but there is some good news. Gas prices, they are starting to go down a little bit. AAA says the cost of a gallon of gas is down 16 cents nationally from last week. On the Treasure Coast, the average cost of gas has gone down about 13 cents from the previous week. That is according to GasBuddy, which says the average cost of gas on the Treasure Coast is now about $4.23. That's above the state average of $4.19 a gallon and below the state average of $4.26 a gallon. As for where to find the cheapest gas on the Treasure Coast, well, that would be at a Sunoco in Fort Pierce, where a gallon of regular goes for $3.69 a gallon. And we've put together a list of resources to help you fight the rising fuel prices. You can head to WPTV.com and click on the gas prices tab of the homepage, or use that QR code you see directly on your screen in the fuel frustration section of our website. Well, with the growing impact of unpredictable gas prices, local law enforcement agencies are not immune. Patrols in the air or on the ground, well, they come with a cost. And some crime prevention tactics, I'm told, well, they could be scaled back if gas prices do not level out. Your local law enforcement agencies, they budget for fuel costs each year, but the Martin County Sheriff says he did not anticipate fuel going up this much. So for like the big gas guzzlers like the chopper, that could mean fewer proactive patrols. I got to look at the fuel frustration felt by law enforcement. Martin County's aviation unit has plenty of videos like these.
2 subjects.
Showing how they've caught criminals in the act, like these boat motor thieves.
Boat motor storage unit.
The chopper not always called out to these crimes, but they just happen to catch them during proactive patrols.
And the proactive patrols are huge for us. I mean, that's what it's all about. Even the deputies. If the aviation guys can't do it, the deputies will drive around in their cars doing proactive patrols.
Chief Deputy John Budenseek shows us some of the many fuel-consuming tools it takes to keep the community safe, from cars to ATVs and large diesel trucks, to boats that also rely heavily on proactively cruising the waterways. Even today, we were there as the chopper raced to get in the sky to track a shooting suspect on the run.
A helicopter took off from Woodland Field, flew straight out to Indiantown. It may stay up in the air until he has to come back for fuel.
But when the chopper is already in the air, they get on scene minutes faster.
Because 4 minutes and a fleeing suspect that's a lot of time.
Sheriff William Snyder says if fuel prices continue to climb, he's already having conversations about possibly cutting back on some proactive patrols, with the chopper likely being the first to scale back.
And for us to keep doing what we're doing now, there really does need to come a point where gas prices stop going up.
Snyder has about $1.2 million in his budget for fuel, which he says could be tight, even with their government discounts.
As in all budgeting, it's a forecast, and we did not anticipate gas prices at this level.
St. Lucie County Sheriff says they've had to double up deputies and patrol cars in the past, but for now he's closely watching fuel prices. Indian River County Sheriff says he is concerned and monitoring the situation. The worst case scenario is going back to the county for a budget amendment if needed. PBSO for now says they are business as usual. And of course, all of the sheriffs say that they will not let any fuel prices deter them from responding quickly and efficiently to actual emergencies. Well, in Fort Pierce, road closures are coming starting this month to make way for a Brightline extension that's starting on March 25th through May 17th. The railroad crossings at Avenue D, Orange Avenue, Seaway Drive, and Savannah Road will experience partial and full road closures. The railroad crossing at North Causeway and A1A will also experience partial and full lane closures Monday through Thursday from April 11th to May 11th, so for a whole month. For more information about other road closures, notices on the Treasure Coast, you can visit brightline.com/rail-crossings. Well, out here in Port St. Lucie, it's been a warm day. It's cooling off nicely into the evening. Even the wind is dying down just a little bit. Kate Wenzel has a look at the weather across the Treasure Coast and throughout the weekend. Hey, Kate.
Hey, Megan. Yeah, can you believe today is the last official day of winter? I mean, there's nothing winter-like about it, but we'll take it. And I know all the folks visiting from up north, they certainly are enjoying this beautiful beach weather. Blue sky all day long from Jensen Beach, and a lot of folks soaking up the sand. Few folks ventured into the water, and the water's a little bumpy, so if you're thinking about boating tomorrow, there is a small craft exercise caution statement in effect. Well, how warm was it today? We made it up to 86 degrees in Vero Beach, 7 degrees above the average of 79, and not quite enough to beat the record of 89 degrees, but we came close. It's still warm across the Treasure Coast. Right now, 79 in Port Salerno, 79 Hobe Sound, Jensen Beach, 79 degrees. In St. Lucie County, 80 degrees Fort Pierce, 80 Port St. Lucie, Sebastian, 80 degrees, and still warm in Fellsmere, 84 degrees. Nice and quiet for the most part on the radar. We're seeing just a few little blips of moisture. There's one in northern Okeechobee. Now we could see a few showers, maybe an isolated storm through the evening and overnight hours as a front approaches, but the rain will not be widespread. And here's where the front is now. You can see all of those strong showers and storms ahead of the front pushing through the panhandle right now. By the time it gets into our area tomorrow, it will be in a much weakened state, so we're not expecting widespread rainfall, but we could see a few showers and perhaps an isolated storm. Here's your Vipercast for this evening. Again, again showing a little moisture from time to time, but not widespread. And then as we head into Sunday, just a slight chance of showers too. All those details coming up in a few minutes.
Now, exclusive Treasure Coast stories from our partners at TC Palm.
Roads were busy and beaches were packed this week as spring break brought thousands of visitors to the Treasure Coast. It's the latest example of the area's strong tourism rebound following COVID-19's devastating impact 2 years ago. TC Palm obtained tourism records and quantified what most residents here have seen. More people are flocking to the Tri-County area than ever before. This comes after a disastrous 2020 spring break upended by the start of the pandemic. Local bed tax revenue hit a record in 2021, and last year's local hotel occupancy rates exceeded 2019 rental rates. The State Tourist Development Council said last year was the biggest tourism year ever in Florida, and the Sunshine State is headed for another record this year without any sign of plateauing or dropping. In fact, local lifeguards say area beaches are more crowded than they've ever seen, and issues such as beachside parking and long waits at restaurants are abundant. However, officials said this is great news for local businesses and the area's overall economy. Also this week, TC Palm discovered about $160,000 is waiting to be claimed at Treasure Coast clerks' offices. To find out how to check if you're one of the hundreds of people or businesses owed cash, and for all of TC Palm's exclusive Treasure Coast content, visit tcpalm.com/premium. I'm Executive Editor Adam Neal for TC Palm.
This one's for the strawberry lovers. The Port St. Lucie Strawberry Festival is in full swing. Coming up, we give you a peek at Strawberry Paradise. And your ESPN look at sports on the Treasure Coast, including a deeper look at the Mets spring training and a local Fort Pierce player at Kaiser.
This is WPTV Treasure Coast News.
Strawberry lovers unite in Port St. Lucie this weekend. The second annual Strawberry Festival is underway. The event, which you guessed it, centers around everything strawberries. Happened today and continues tomorrow at the Mid-Florida Event Center off US 1. There are pie eating contests, a dog frisbee show 3 times a day, a cute baby contest, and a classic car show, and countless strawberry shortcake, strawberry lemonade, and more on hand.
People love strawberries. I've always loved strawberries since I was a kid. This is our second year in Port St. Lucie, and this year we put on 5 around the state, but this is our second time here, and the crowd gets bigger every year.
Tomorrow is the last day for the Strawberry Festival. It opens again to the public at 10 a.m., $6 to get in, except for children under 2 who are free. It runs until 5 in the evening. Stand by. And Port St. Lucie is ready for its next major transformation. The city recently bought 21 acres of land to create a downtown area near the Mid-Florida Event Center. Plans to develop the area have been in the works now for nearly 2 decades. However, they were delayed when the former developer was caught defrauding investors. But now that the legal battle is over, city leaders will begin the planning process in the coming months. The city's project manager says they want residents to not have to travel to neighboring cities in order to enjoy a night out.
I would say at this point, everything's on the table, and what you'll find in the master planning process is we'll start to kind of trend towards certain areas and certain development activity that complements the local community, that complements the site itself.
Once the planning process begins, city leaders say residents and local business owners will be given the chance to provide input on the types of businesses they want to see join the area. Stand by 5 seconds. And if the Strawberry Festival wasn't enough, Treasure Coast leaders are excited about what's to come in the way of tourism in 2022. TC Palm is reporting that Tourist Development Council is expecting a record-breaking year after 2021 closed out with some big numbers in tourism. A tax on visitors who stayed in home rentals rebounded to pre-pandemic levels in Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River counties. Well, if you didn't already know, it is International Women's Month. Some of us just call it Women's Month. Then to show women some appreciation, a Fort Pierce native came back to her hometown, all to deliver flowers to women she doesn't even know. I took a ride with her, though, to see how she's really trying to give them something that lasts much longer than roses.
Happy International Women's Month.
When Renisha Toombs gets an idea, her excitement and drive get everyone on board.
A lot of times the smaller cities, smaller towns are overlooked.
She's a woman who loves to empower women.
Thank you for being a woman.
She now lives outside of Atlanta, but wanted to do something for the women back in her hometown, Fort Pierce.
It makes me feel happy. Am I a celebrity or something?
She made a few calls, and when word got around about her plan, she had a shuttle donated, flowers provided at a low cost, all to help her deliver a little color to the days of 100 unsuspecting women.
Happy International Women's Month. The word of a woman is what I'm hoping that they see.
It was a 2-hour dash around town with law enforcement escort from the ladies of the St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office.
Thank y'all so much.
Driving down the little street, stopping for every woman in sight.
Thank you for being a woman and for all that you do.
She hit the corner stores and beauty shops.
Thank you.
And handed out dozens of flowers in downtown Fort Pierce to women of all ages.
Thank you for being a woman and all that you do. Thank you for working hard and serving all of these people.
For Toombs, finding a way to honor women this month is an annual tradition.
Thank you.
She's a veteran, a former paramedic.
That's beautiful.
And now a business owner determined to help other women feel seen.
And I put myself in their shoes. What would I like? As a woman, it is hard being a woman. What would make me happy? What am I missing? And I was like, oh, thank you.
So even if the roses don't last long.
So excited and so impressed with the thoughtfulness. It's wonderful.
It's the lasting impact she's going for.
Real good, real good.
Bringing strangers together in a way she hopes inspires more women to lift each other up.
Actually, you don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to have a lot of time. They're gonna remember that.
All right, weather-wise, it was a winner today. If you wanted beach and pool weather, hard to believe today is officially the last day of winter. Spring begins tomorrow, and we ended the last day of the winter on a very, very warm note with temperatures running about 5 to 10 degrees above average. Beautiful day, some cumulus clouds from our camera in Palm City, and a nice little sunset too. It's nice that the daylight is lasting longer into the evening. Still warm outside, so plenty warm if you want to head out and about for a little evening stroll or maybe head over to the beach for another hour. 80 degrees right now, Fort Pierce, 80, Port St. Lucie, 86 in Okeechobee, 80 Sebastian, and 81 degrees right now in Stewart, where our wind flow is out of the south and southeast, and that's a warm wind flow, breezy across the Treasure Coast. 14-mile-per-hour winds right now in Stewart, 16-mile-per-hour winds in Vero and in Okeechobee. Not as breezy away from the effects of the ocean. Well, our temperatures overnight are going to stay on the mild side. So wake up temps Sunday morning. Probably no need for that jacket or sweater. It'll be 66 in Fellsmere, 66 Sebastian, 69 Palm City, Jensen Beach, 69 degrees, Indiantown, 67, and Hobe Sound checking in at 69 degrees. By the lake, Okeechobee, 67 degrees. So on the radar, nice and quiet for the most part right now. We've only seen a few little blips of moisture. Slight chance of a few showers this evening and a few showers overnight ahead of this line of storms that's ahead of the cold front right now pushing through the panhandle. Now, by the time it gets into our area, it's going to be in a much weakened state, so we're not really looking at a whole lot of rainfall. Some clouds and becoming breezy too on Sunday. So this is tonight, perhaps a shower western Martin County, and we could see a little activity overnight. Sunday, mix of sun and clouds, but by 5:30, you can see our winds have already shifted to out of the northeast. So that front moving through late Sunday, and then by Monday, breezy, mostly sunny, lower humidity, and temperatures a little bit closer to average for this time of year. For tonight, temps dropping down into the mid and upper 60s, partly cloudy skies with a slight chance of showers tomorrow. High temps in the low 80s, a 30% chance of rain. And for the boaters, inland waters will find a light chop. Here is your extended forecast. Temperatures cooling off to about 80 degrees on Monday, then warming right back up for the second half of the work week, up to 86 degrees by Thursday.
Kate, thank you. Vero Beach police say a teen was shot and killed by his own friend. Investigators say it was an accident. They also say his friend won't be charged. WPTV News Channel 5's Josh Navarro explains why and how the boys got the gun in the first place.
This is the picture of the gun Vero Beach police say the boy who died was building by ordering parts online. The police chief says this method is called ghost guns, where essentially anyone at any age can order gun parts from the dark web and can't be traced. Investigators say the boy and two friends were in his bedroom playing with this gun on January 30th.
The individual that was killed and deceased had the firearm in his hand. There was no magazine in the gun. The other one didn't know it was loaded, and he had it in his hand. The deceased went to grab it, and it accidentally went off.
Police chief says ghost guns are a fast-growing problem.
Parts come, no serial number, nothing to register, nothing to track it as far as the serial number goes. We have VIN numbers for cars. Firearms have model numbers and serial numbers. This does not.
The chief says the boy's mother told an investigator she knew her son was building a gun. Investigators say they wanted to charge her with child neglect, but the state attorney rejected the request because she wasn't aware there was ammunition in the house. We talked to a Vero Beach born and raised parent who says one of her friends were shot when she was a kid while they played Russian roulette.
I was about 14. I had two friends that were playing Russian roulette with a gun, and one of the boys ended up shooting the other one and killing him.
Feltner says she believes parents should be eagle-eyed if guns are in the home.
Put them into a safe or something to keep them out of the reach for the young kids not to be able to get them.
Investigators aren't releasing the name of anyone involved. We're told victim advocate services were provided for all the families involved. In Vero Beach, I'm Josh Navarro, WPTV News Channel 5.
If you're looking to take home a furry friend, the Humane Society has the deal for you. After the break, the St. Patrick's Day special that will land you a forever friend.
When you're on the go, listen to our radio partners, WPSL and WSTU.
A local animal shelter is hoping for a little luck this St. Patrick's Day weekend, finding pets their forever home. The Humane Society of the Treasure Coast is holding an adoption special in honor of St. Patrick's Day. All adoptions will be $17 this weekend. The shelter has dozens of adoptable pets. They're located just west of the Turnpike in Palm City.
Here are your Treasure Coast sports highlights with the ESPN 106.3 sports team.
Good evening. I'm Tyree Smith, ESPN 106.3. Spring football is underway in the college football world. It's a time where players and coaches, well, they get the chance to get a head start on the upcoming season. And one local player is making sure starting right now that his team begins to make their mark on this year. And I'm talking about Kaiser Seahawks running back Marquise Burgess as the team got spring practice going this week. The Fort Pierce Westwood alum leading the charge for Kaiser this year as one of the returning starters. Burgess led the nation in rushing with 1,757 yards on 294 attempts. He also had 19 touchdowns. Burgess was named to the Associated Press NAIA All-American First Team on top of it. Despite all of his accomplishments, he only cares about one thing.
Just getting better, coming to the season, got something else to prove, trying to win a championship like always. We was 2 games short last year, so we trying to get that this year. So putting in the work all off season, picking the young guys up, bringing them up as leaders as well.
Spring training games have gotten underway in South Florida, but the only team that seems to be left out of the action has been the Mets. They were on the diamond at Clover Park today, though, as they hosted the Washington Nationals in an inter-squad scrimmage. The real action will take place tomorrow in the team's home opener. That'll be at 1:10 p.m., first pitch against the Cardinals. And that's a look at sports.
Thank you again for joining us from Clover Park in Port St. Lucie. Catch us again next Saturday at a new location that highlights the diversity of the Treasure Coast. Be sure to also check out our website for Treasure Coast stories on WPTV.com. Just click the Treasure Coast link at the top of the homepage. We'll see you next weekend. Have a great night.